Hi and Assalamualaikum to our PAD lecturer, Ms. Cheniwati binti Muhammad Jodi, presenters and fellow audience. We will be talking about quality culture in Perpustakaan Tun Abdul Razak, as known as PTAR in UiTM 93. Before we get started, I want to introduce our fellow presenters. Starting for myself, my name is NURHANA binti KHAIRUL and my ID student is 2021 127037.
My name is NURHANA binti TARIN and my matrix number is 2021117167.
My name is Eva Joy Thomas RAINOR RALON and my matric ID is 2021738255.
My name is AMISHA binti RASHID. My matrix number is 2021116925.
As for the introduction, I want people to identify what is quality and culture separately. So quality is the measure of excellence as it is defined as a desirable characteristic of a product, a process, or a service that was provided. Meanwhile, culture could be defined as beliefs and ways of doing things either religiously or an everyday routine, and usually passes down through generations and generations for it to continue its legacy. Now, what does quality culture even mean? Okay, here is the idea. Okay, quality culture is a combination of those two definitions, but instead of being passed down through generations, such as to children to grandchildren, quality culture was passed down through the habits, environment, and surroundings of the workplace. Quality culture is a value system that creates an excellent work culture and attitude that the company uses to improve the level of performance and quality in their services. Now that we are more familiar towards the term, we went to the organizational culture. Okay, so organizational culture is a human behavior within an organization, as well as the meaning that people attach to the behavior, as well as the vision, the values, the norms, the systems, symbols, languages, assumptions, beliefs, and even habits of the organization. Whatever the case might be, it was always root from the work environment itself. Therefore, if the workplace culture is extremely toxic, it will it will affect and impact the management and the turnover rate towards an organization. Now we get into the matters in the definition that will be presented by presenter Eva Joy. Now I will pass the presentation to presenter Ras Amisha.
Thank you, Yana, for the introduction part. Now I will continue with the background of quality culture. The Malaysian government has taken several steps to promote a culture of quality in the civil aviation industry. The government did not only want to achieve a standard quality, but a world-class quality culture that empowers employees by providing a framework that can remove barriers and improve their performance, enhancing their commitment and generating record business results. These are steps that the Malaysian government has taken in order to improve quality culture. First one is improve public service delivery, the quality and productivity of the public sector. Therefore, service delivery will be further improved and done with speed and precision through innovative and creative methods while maintaining integrity. That is Total Quality Management (TQM). The TQM circular identifies several principles that are seen for the successful implementation of TQM in Malaysian public service organization. They will raise employees' awareness, change attitude towards work, and improve engagement. The third one is Quality Control Circle. Quality Control Circle represent one of the main programs adopted in Malaysia Public Service Organisation for the implementation of quality management. The fourth one is Quality Assurance Unit. It is responsible for improving performance and accountability by ensuring that maintenance and repair are complete to industry standard in alignment with existing policy and procedures. Last one is client charter as to help and ensure the public official discharge their duty and responsibility in efficient, effective and responsible manners.
Thank you, Ras. Now, moving on, I will be giving the definition of quality culture. Quality culture is a working behavior or collection of behaviors encompassing every employee within a company. It is a way of working where employees strive for the best at every level. Having a strong structure in place is essential for creating a quality culture. Every person within a corporation must adhere to a set of behaviors known as a quality culture. It is a method of working when employees aim for excellence at all levels. For instance, fostering a culture of quality, a framework must be set in place for the employees and employers to follow. There are several elements such as business improvements, organizational values, cultural role models, organizational rights, rituals and customs, and lastly, cultural transmitters that exist in a quality culture. Furthermore, the mission, goals, standards, procedures, symbols, language, presumptions, beliefs, and customs of an organization makes up its culture within a corporation. Lastly, building a culture of quality entails creating a trusting, communicative, and participatory environment where quality objectives are supported by employee involvement. And a high quality culture supports the individuals as an independent learner without neglecting the learning community for the employees and employers alike. And that is all from me. I'll pass on to the next presenter.
Thank you, Eva, for defining quality culture. Now we will take a look at its characteristics. According to David Grosh and Stanley Davis, we have gathered there are a total of 7 characteristics of quality culture. However, we will only focus on 6 of them. Starting from customer input is actively sought and used to continually improve quality. As we know, customer input is the knowledge and opinions that have been expressed in regards to their interaction with certain businesses. Taking customer inputs on a consideration may let customers know that their feedback is valuable by asking for it. Next up, we have the employees who are both involved and empowered. As we have come to know, motivation of an employee is essential for a good quality culture. It is no strange fact that employee motivation has been closely correlated with giving employees more power through increasing autonomy. For instance, giving staff a voice by constantly seeking out their opinions and responding to them could be one of the drives for employee empowerment. Besides employee involvement and empowerment, there is also working in a team. Teamwork can be defined as the process of working cooperatively with a group of individuals in order to achieve a goal. According to the Internet, employees who operate as a team complete jobs more quickly and effectively than those who work alone.
Thank you, Presenter Hannah, for the first 3 characteristics. Moving on to the 4th characteristic, which is sufficient resources are made available. Sufficient resources were defined as having enough materials and financial resources to meet their requirements, such as materials and money. An organization could not function as intended without adequate resources, as even having a resource is critical for references and achieving the organization's goals. PTAR has a lot of resources for their internal customers, students and staff, and their external customers, who can use their unlimited resources of books and knowledge as a source and citation of anything that they have been working on. for a better understanding and a clear ideas of comprehension. They could use books, publications, journals, newspapers, and other works by a greater author. For the fifth characteristic is the education and training are being provided to the employees. A structured a series of activities are designed to improve a person's job related knowledge. Skills is comprehension and motivation. It was referred as training. Training, as opposed to education, is more practical, specific, and immediate. Meanwhile, education is encompasses as a broader range of topics than training, which is more philosophical and theoretical in nature. PITA provides excellent education to their employees, allowing them to work as they were trained. They were taught to how to assign codes to their books, how to manage customers who want to rent their resources, how to organize journals by location to make it easier for their users to search, and they could use their materials and how to print if their customer wants it. The sixth characteristic, which is reward and promotion system, are based on contribution to the continual improvement. So most of the time, people from public organization lacks of energy to do much of their job description because they were paid based on their job, even if they only did a little. So this is why an organization should reward and promote its employees based on their contribution to continuous improvement. So PITA employees were satisfied with their work and job scope because they were on track to contribute to continuous improvement. They also created a suggestion box for their users to kindly suggest a good enhancement and development for their organization in order for PITA to be one of the best libraries in Seremban. Now I will pass the presentation to presenter AMISHA.
Thank you, Hana and Yana, for the explanation of characteristics of quality culture. Now I would like to proceed with the application of quality culture in PITA. As you can see, the first picture is ellipsis system. Ellipsis system is a dominant system that is used in UiTM Negeri Sembilan, which is for Seremban 3, Rembang, and Kuala Pilah. It is a system of record of all loans written in and uses for the purpose of lending books. The student needs to key in their student identification and their password to get access to the ellipsis system. Next, the second picture shows a self-check-in machine that is functioning on PITA used for book borrowing process. It is easy to use and more convenient way to borrow the books, as the PITA user can go to self-check machine, put the book they want to borrow on the displayed black surface, and then use their student card at the required area. It will automatically be borrowed in the ellipsis system.
Alright, thank you, Ras, for briefing the application of quality culture in PITA. Next, I will be explaining the challenges PITA face and how they overcome it. It is inevitable for any organization to face some challenges when it comes to maintaining quality culture. For PITA, they underwent the issue of overdue books borrowed by students. There are many reasons that contribute to these issues. For example, a student who is unable to finish reading a book on time must surely return it late, as they would like to finish it first before giving it back. The other challenges PITA must encounter are the losses or destroyed books. The reasons for damaging books could be the drinks and food that have spilled on top of it, and for losses of books, This situation would take place when a person who borrowed one loses the book unintentionally or intentionally, such as students who fear returning the book to the library after it was damaged in order to avoid facing the consequences.
After we have learned the challenges, we shall also acknowledge the efforts and ways PTA took to overcome and prevent such issues from transpiring. Thus, PTA management decides they will take the countermeasure by restricting the students who did not return the book from graduating, unless, of course, the student decides to return the book and pay the fine before the convocation. PTA also uses the methods of applying a fine to those who lose or destroy books. Same as the fine for an overdue book, a destroyed or lost book will be fined of 20 cents starting from the date of the fine start till the students are able to pay. It serves as a reminder for users to always pay attention and extra care to the library books that have been provided by them.
Thank you, Hannah. Now, to conclude our presentation, we can see that PTAR implements all the characteristics of a high-quality culture in an organization, and PTAR is also able to establish a quality culture in terms of its services towards its internal and external customers. We can also see that although PTAR management has faced challenges in the services they provide for their internal and external customers, however, they have established their own implemented solutions to overcome the challenges that they face. For instance, the challenges that they face is overdue books and customers losing or destroying the books that they borrowed from PTAR. The solution that they came up with is for the overdue books, PTAR will give a fine of 20 cents from the start of its due date to return until it's either renewed or the customer will return back the book. And they will also restrict students who did not return the books that they borrowed from joining their convocation or getting the diploma or degree scroll if they try to avoid their responsibilities of not returning the books that they borrowed. And when they destroy the books that they borrowed or they accidentally lose it, PTAR will apply a fine to those people that lost or destroyed the borrowed books. And when a book gets destroyed, they need to reimburse the borrowed books with its original price with some added fine to settle back their debt. That's to conclude our presentation. That is all from us. Thank you.